umaga po, magandang tanghali at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, mga ka-Q&A, saan man po kayo nakikinig o nanonood. Ang atin pong topic for today sa ating episode ngayon ay denaturalization. Ibig pong sabihin niyan ay ligtas ba ang mga US citizen na manatili rito sa Amerika o sila ay nanganganib din na ma-deport. So, ang tawag po dyan ay denaturalization. Ano po? Denaturalization is the revocation of United States citizenship of a naturalized immigrant by the US government. Ngayon, sino po ba ang pwedeng i-naturalize? At kailan pwedeng gawin yan? So, ang denaturalization po, kapag criminal proceedings, may 10-year statute of limitation. Pero kapag civil proceedings, ang denaturalization, wala pong limitation yan. So, saan po ba ginaganap yan? Sa Federal District Court po yan, fina-file. So, hindi po yan sa Immigration Court. Sa Federal District Court. Ngayon, ano ba ang maaaring dahilan para ang isang US citizen ay ma-subject sa isang denaturalization case or proceeding? So far, dalawa po ang maaaring dahilan para ang isang US citizen ay ma-denaturalize. Ang number one reason, procurement of naturalization by concealing a material fact or willful misrepresentation. So, in general, a naturalized US citizen can be denaturalized on this basis if, number one, the individual misrepresented or concealed some fact. Number two, the misrepresentation or concealment was willful. Kailangan sinadya niya. Number 3, the misrepresented or concealed fact or facts were material. So, malaking bagay yung ibig sabihin ng material. Kung na-disclose niya yun, baka hindi siya naging citizen. And number 4, the individual procured citizenship as a result of the misrepresentation or concealment. So, kung hindi dahil doon sa concealment na yun or misrepresentation, hindi siya magiging US citizen. So, yun po ang isang dahilan para mag-file ng denaturalization proceeding, usually po ang Department of Justice of the US government. Ito pong US Immigration, they will refer the denaturalization of a US citizen sa Department of Justice. At ang Department of Justice ang magpa-file ng denaturalization case sa Federal District Court. Ano po ba yung pangalawang dahilan para mag-start ng denaturalization proceeding? Ito po yung number 2 na reason, illegal procurement of naturalization. So, ano ba ibig sabihin yan? Procuring naturalization illegally means that the individual was not eligible for naturalization in the first place because he or she does not meet or fails to comply with all the statutory requirements for naturalization. So, merong isang example, merong isang US citizen na revoke yung kanyang citizenship noong February 2015. Itong US District Court for the Northern District of Texas, it revoked the naturalization of Sammy Chang. Bakit? Si Sammy Chang ay naturalized US citizen from South Korea. Kasi si Chang, he admitted to smuggling women from South Korea and forcing them to work for him prior to his naturalization. It is an act that adversely reflected on his good moral character because his conduct of obtaining forced labor should have barred him from obtaining citizenship. So, yung kanyang actions, it would result into a criminal conviction which happened bago siya maging US citizen. So, nung green card holder pa lamang siya, nangyari na yon. Kaya, kung nalaman ng gobyerno yon or na-prosecute siya noong time na yon, ay hindi siya magiging citizen dahil magkakaroon siya ng felony conviction. Ngayon, sino ba ang may burden of proof pagka nagfa-file ng denaturalization? Itong gobyerno. The government, the US government, or the federal government must meet a high burden of proof when attempting to revoke an individual's naturalization by civil proceedings or as a result of a criminal conviction for naturalization fraud. Itong civil denaturalization, mataas ang threshold nito. The government must show clear, convincing, and unequivocal evidence which does not leave the issue in doubt. Clear and convincing ang threshold na kailangan nilang patunayan. Hindi po ito criminal proceedings, kaya hindi beyond a reasonable doubt ang standard or ang threshold. So, tulad ng binanggit ko kanina, there is no statute of limitations for pursuing a civil denaturalization case. So, for a criminal conviction, the federal government must show, proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So, pagka criminal proceedings ng denaturalization, mataas ang threshold. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Yun po ang kailangang patunayan ng gobyerno, ng federal government, ay required to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the individual violated 18 U.S.C. Section 1425 because the individual knowingly obtained or attempted to obtain naturalization through fraud for him or herself or for another individual. So, denaturalization as a result of a criminal conviction is subject to a 10-year statute of limitation. So, kahit pa lumampas yung 10 years na yon, palagay ko pwede ka pa rin balikan ng US government. Pwede silang mag-start ng civil proceedings for denaturalization kasi sasabihin nila meron kang kinonceal, meron kang willful misrepresentation kasi hindi mo dinisclose yun na meron kang illegal activity or illegal acts that will result in criminal conviction. So, kaya iyon ang merong isang case noong 2017, the Supreme Court held in a unanimous decision, nakarating ito sa Supreme Court from Federal District Court, i-appeal yan sa Circuit Court dito sa California, 9th Circuit Court of Appeals. So, kung halimbawa, dito nangyayari yan sa California, so magpapile muna sa District Court ng denaturalization ng Department of Justice. Pag nanalo sila, yung US citizen magpa-file ng appeal sa 9th Circuit Court of Appeal. Pagka natalo na naman siya doon sa 9th Circuit Court of Appeals, pwede siyang mag-file ng appeal sa US Supreme Court. So, ito po, umabot ito sa US Supreme Court. Ang pangalan ng case ay Maslenjak versus United States. That only illegal act that played a role in individual's acquisition of U.S. citizenship could lead to criminal denaturalization. So, ano po ba ang nangyari dito kay Maslenjak? The government sued to revoke Diana Maslenjak's U.S. citizenship for making false statements regarding her husband's membership in a Bosnian Serb militia in the 1990s. So, the Supreme Court ruled that if an applicant made a false statement during the citizenship process, the statement must have played some role in the individual obtaining citizenship in order to warrant the revocation of citizenship. So, the court stated that small omissions and minor lies that did not influence the award of citizenship do not necessitate denaturalization. Yet, it remains to be seen how courts will determine whether a false statement played a role in an individual obtaining citizenship. So, pagka hindi material yung bagay na yun, katulad nung binanggit natin kanina, kung dinisclose man yon, pwede pa ba siya maging citizen, qualified pa ba siya, hindi siya madi-denaturalize. Ano po? So, hindi lahat ng concealment, it will result to denaturalization. Ano po? Kaya, usually, so dalawa ang ating dahilan para ma-subject to denaturalization. Concealing a material fact or willful misrepresentation, or illegal procurement of naturalization. So, ang mga US citizen po, hindi po nangangahulugan na ligtas na tayo sa deportation, Kaya, ang US government pwede pa rin maghabol. Kaya, pwede pa rin nilang bawiin ang US citizenship kapag po merong concealment of a material fact or willful misrepresentation or illegal procurement of naturalization. So, tayo po ay mag-ingat at hindi nangangahulugan na tayo ay US citizen. Meron pala tayong itinatagong bagay na hindi natin nabanggit nung tayo ay nag-apply ng citizenship. Kapag ito po ay nadiskubre at ito ay a material fact, nako, malamang bawiin ang ating citizenship. Yung iba, para hindi na sila ma-subject sa denaturalization proceeding, gumigive up kaagad. Ang ginagawa nila, nire-renounce na lang nila yung kanilang US citizenship. So that you will never be subjected to denaturalization. Ngayon, ano po ang mangyayari kapag ka na-denaturalize? So, you go back to the status that you were before the denaturalization. So, kung kayo ay green card holder nung time na yon, may babalik kayo sa green card. Ngayon, ang problema doon, kung kayo ay mayroong criminal conviction or na-prosecute kayo nung kayo ay citizen na, pero yung criminal act na yon ay nangyari before kayo maging US citizen, nako, malamang na you will be subjected to deportation or removal proceedings kasi nga meron kayong criminal conviction. Kaya ang suma total, kaya kayo denaturalize para talaga paalisin kayo ng Amerika. Yun po yung sa mga gumawa ng concealment. So, US citizens who were naturalized can be denaturalized. Kapag criminal proceedings, 10 years ang statute of limitation, pero pag civil proceedings, nako, wala pong limit, walang statute of limitation. So, ingat po tayo lahat, lalo na yung mga green card holder, na kasi ang basihan ng denaturalization yung sitwasyon ninyo while you were still a green card holder. Mag-ingat po tayo na wala tayong magawa na bagay na magiging dahilan para tayo ay denaturalize. So, at saka po doon sa mga green card holder, the sooner that you can qualify to become to apply for US citizenship, mag-apply na po tayo. Huwag na po nating hintayin na magkaroon pa tayo ng problema bago pa tayo mag-naturalize. Kung kayo ay graduate ng high school, malamang kayo ay malaki ang tsansa na masagot ninyo yung civil questions, and history, saka yung English test na dictation na one sentence lamang po yun. So, wag po kayong mag-atubili na mag-apply ng US citizenship. Once you qualify, para sa mga regular immigrants, 5 years continuous residence, 2.5 years physical presence, and walang criminal conviction, pwede na po kayo mag-apply ng citizenship. Para naman po doon sa mga asawa ng US citizen, 3 years lamang na green card, pwede na kayo mag-apply ng citizenship or naturalization. So mga ka-Q&A, ito pong muli si Attorney A. Erwin Bautista dito po sa ating programang US Visa Q&A na maririnig din po tayo sa radiophilam.com at saka po sa Flash TV. So maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood at pakikinig. Kita-kita po tayong muli sa ating susunod na episode. Please subscribe and like para naman po magkaroon tayo ng tsansa na marinig pa ng iba na kababayan natin na may interest sa US immigration. Maraming salamat po.